that really inspired me to begin to consider what I could do in the society for women and for younger girls. You know, my passion was towards young girls, you know, who are growing up, women, you know, who are feeling the same way, feeling like I don't really measure up, you know, for one reason or the other. So that led me to, through the history maker training that I received, that led me to develop a project towards building up self-esteem. So
that project in England?
Yes, which I put the project together with women in mind, but what I found out is that where I go to present it, even men, you know, like they found it relevant to them. It resonated in them as well. And so what we're doing, you know, what I'm doing through that project is to raise up, you know, to build up the self-esteem that we have as an individual, not just for women, but also for men as well, who feel that same way. Because I came to learn that there's nothing as wasteful as, you know, talents and potentials, you know, wasting away, amounting to nothing, you know, when, you know, God himself, you know, is, you know, have deposited, you know, all these things inside of us. There's nothing as wasteful as all these things wasting away simply because we do not believe that we are who God said that we are. So that's the first step of what I use the history maker training to produce, and we're using it in Aylesbury where we live. We're using it to reach out to people who are in an assisted accommodation right now, and it's really impacting their lives. When we come together, it's in a group discussion, and it's really giving them that, you know, outlook in life, a different perspective, you know, to who they were before. And we have many more plans in mind regarding that. We don't want to just talk about self-esteem alone, but we want to carry them all the way until when we see them begin to make use of their own talents and begin to make use of their own potentials. So that's what I've been able to accomplish in United Kingdom.
So do you want to tell me that if you had not passed through the training, you might not have done that maybe?
I wouldn't have considered
If
it.
you had not come to Kyiv?
No, I wouldn't do it.
If you have not come across us, this ministry?
I wouldn't do it.
So you are just a mom, a wife?
And also a business director, but
Living for yourself and your family?
and living for myself and living for my family. Really, I would never have the understanding of what I can do, what I can contribute to the society to make this kind of difference. In fact, I wouldn't even believe that I myself I'm good enough for it. So if I don't believe in it, why would I go and tell somebody else?
Yeah.
So first of all, it works for me, and that's why I can apply it to other people.
So can you tell people watching us that truly that history makers really changes people?
History makers really change people's life. Anyone who hasn't done the history maker training that can do it and is not doing it is actually cheating themselves. That's my belief. It can make a whole lot of difference. The things that we're learning here, I don't even think that there's anywhere in the world that you could go to learn this. I'm involved in coaching, all kinds of coaching.
Business coaching. Yeah.
Business coaching, personal development, youth coaching, corporate coaching, and as good as they are not as thorough as history maker training. They're not as thorough. So it's
so
the best.
you want to say you are actually grateful to God Almighty that He made you see that program?
Yes.
And to respond to it?
Yes. I am. And I'll encourage anybody who is watching to do the same.
Do you think anybody around you has noticed that difference?
Yes. Everybody, people around me have noticed the difference. Um, in fact, most of them, say that the transformation is like night and day.
Glory to God.
Yes, it's like night and day. Like recently, I came back from Nigeria where I visited the staff base that we have out there, and when I said I'm coming for a staff training, that I'm going to do a staff training with them, they didn't think that there's anything possible that I could say to them. Not being involved in the business for a while, they felt like, okay, well, whatever you know is probably relates to UK where you are. But applying the principles and everything that we learned in this history maker training, going there, putting a program together, I did not only help the staff, to see things from that history maker training point of view, but it was so effective that my sister called me in and said, "Oh, come, you need to talk to my staff," and she has a school. So I did the same thing with them.
Glory to God.
I did the same thing with them, and my in-laws are now booking me in and saying, "When you come back to Nigeria, you need to come and talk to my staff." Yeah, and I will do that, because it's a pleasure, to be able to apply.
So God is actually going beyond your boundaries, because your boundary was, as you even yourself defined it. You are defined it as going out to reach out to those ladies, and but
Yes.
He's going beyond that.
That's what I had in mind. Yeah. So, but I'm going far beyond that. Far beyond that. Yeah.
Glory to God.
Yeah.
Thank you. So you think it's history makers that has helped you then?
There's nothing else that has helped me apart from history makers.
Wonderful.
Nothing else, because it's all about your mindset changing, and that's what history makers have done. Making me not know that I'm not ordinary. I can change history.
And you are not limited.
And I'm not limited.
And you are not disadvantaged.
And I'm not disadvantaged at all.
One of the principles that I sometimes mention at the training is that everybody, you have no limitations in life apart from the limitation of your mind.
Yes.
No limitations.
No limitations.
So if we could remove that limitation of the mind, sky is the limit. No limit.
No limit, yeah.
And you could just enjoy your life doing good for God, for people, and reaching places. And there will be people who will wake up this morning and remember you. And smile today just because they met you.
That's true.
People are alive who will say our life is worth it because we had met this lady. It's amazing. Thank you, Neka.